Hello, friends, and here I am once again with the testimonial series. And today we have an amazing personality with us. His name is Ram Aswani. Hi, Ram. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Sudarshan.
Hi, and thank you so much for joining and sparing your time to be on this show. Ram, to talk about him, he's an electrical engineer in the line of industrial automation. Ram came to us about 8 years ago with knee pain. And since then, with therapy and other forms of fitness, he's been associated for the past 8 years. And we are very, very happy and grateful to have him. He recovered so well that he became a regular marathon runner and has successfully completed many half and full marathons over the last 8 years. He's also a musician. He plays the piano accordion and he's been playing for us also in 2 3 parties, I guess. That's right,
Yes,
Ram?
yes, correct.
Yeah, so that's something really great. So Ram, coming on to you. So how has this been journey? How this journey has been of the last 8 years, if I have to talk about it, maybe even before lockdown. How has this been like?
It has been a superb journey for me. I remember the first time when I came to you 8 years back, I was in a very bad shape. Like my back was in pain, my knees were not helping me because prior to that I had done a lot of walking, running on a treadmill. So that had really put my knees in bad shape. But thanks to the advice you gave, thanks to, of course, I put in a lot of effort to work out and come regularly, do knee exercises, strengthen the knees. So I came back to starting to walk for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 45 minutes, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers. Then ultimately you said, Ram, if you can do 10 kilometers, you can do 21.1. But that was really a challenge for me. I said, who this guy who can't even do 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, how can he do 21? So of course it was a big journey starting from that day to running the first half marathon. So it was a long, long time. Of course, you took a lot of pain to work with me. I of course worked very, very hard. So it's a big journey there. That
So when
confidence
this,
building
yeah,
was fantastic.
yeah, absolutely. So when this lockdown thing happened, you were coming to a studio, right, at Hirumani
Yes,
Estate.
yes. It was a
So
shock
yeah,
when you
yeah,
told us that I think from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you will
yeah.
not be opening the studio. So I said, boss, 8 years I've been coming, 8 to 9 is fixed,
Hmm.
and then how can I manage without it? So that was a big.
Yeah. Yeah. So what went across your mind at that point of time? What did you really feel? How will you cope up with this whole thing?
Yeah, I thought of alternates like walking in my building, gymming at home, but somehow as things became more difficult, people said don't even walk in the building. They said, and what do you say? Once a schedule is not fixed, I was looking for reasons actually not to work out. So that became a big issue.
So how did this online thing came into picture, or how did you thought of getting into this online workouts?
Yeah, I was seeing our group was very active. You were doing it for the early morning, but somehow
Yes.
the early morning never worked for me because I also do meditation in the morning. So I was just delaying and saying maybe morning it will work, but it was not working. Then suddenly I think you announced a evening program, and the first day itself I started to log in and do it. That was really something great to happen.
So it's been now almost 45, 50 days. What has been your experience actually? I mean, how do you find online workouts now? Now that you have been with us for almost 8 years now, and
Yes,
you are actually seeing the new range and the new array of trainers. So what has been
yes.
your experience now in the online format?
My experience first is I look forward to it because that's the only fixed time, so to say, in my day, which is planned. Remaining everything, now with the number of webinars and all going on, we don't know when the client is calling. We don't know when we have to give them a technical talk. So this is a fixed time for me, my me time, 6 to 7 in the evening when I look forward to it. This will be a workout, and the workouts that you are doing, Doc. Now I'm so happy that different trainers are coming and different exercises are being done, whether it be Pilates, whether it be yoga. Basically, the full body is being worked out, and so it
Yeah.
works out very very well for me.
Great. So, how has been, what sort of results have you achieved in this last 45, 50 days? Have you seen something more different than what you have been working out before?
I feel I am burning more calories now. In
Great.
fact, some of my trousers have become even looser now,
Hmm.
which was, I was thinking that all my trousers and clothes will become tight during these days. But
Hmm.
on the contrary, I think I've trimmed down substantially, at least half an inch around my belly and waist. I've trimmed down.
Great. So, coming back to a question of, if we have to compare, online workouts and offline workouts, what will be your pros and cons? If I have to discuss this with you, because you have been following up with offline workouts with us only for the last 8 years, and
Yes.
now suddenly this online workout has come into picture. So, what is your take? How different or how good or how bad it is?
Well, I miss meeting my regular friends whom I've made, and it's fun to work out with them. I feel younger and energetic with them because, as you know, the average age there is 30, and my age is little more than 30.
Yeah, little more, of course.
So,
Of course.
So of course besides that being not being able to meet them physically and using your gym and equipment, I think it's a compromise that I've learned to accept, and I'm doing quite well.
So, also about, besides the fitness part, how do you think is been helping you to, kind of deal with the pressures that we are building up throughout this lockdown? Like, people are in a moment of uncertainty. They are not very sure about what is going to happen tomorrow. We have been having extensions after extensions, and we are really not sure as to, when this whole thing will be closed down, and when can we look at that. So-called natural or that or normal thing to happen. So, what is your take, and how is it helping you from a mental perspective?
From a mental perspective, I am satisfied that today evening I will do the workout, finish it.
Yeah,
Next day morning also I'll look out to the workout. I am not looking beyond that at the moment.
I think that is a very, very
That's the
good.
only way. Take one
Yes,
day as it
absolutely,
comes. Be happy in
absolutely,
the
absolutely.
evening. Do the workout. Do a half an hour walk, and then continue with your life. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think
working
that's
well
that's
for me.
that's a very, very very good point that you came across.
Yeah.
That you're just looking for that particular day, because at least that is something which keeps us going.
Yes.
That keeps us positive, and that
Yes.
keeps us during the flow, which is very, very important, of course.
Correct. Correct.
So, one message if you have to share with the audience who's watching you.
One very big message is please take out time for your beautiful body. Work it out regularly. Put it in your time management part of the day so that 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hour every day you must work out. Simple message.
Right. So, guys, that was Ram Aswani, a little more than 30, and as you can see, the energy and the enthusiasm from his voice, and it's very, very clear that if he can do it, anyone can do it. And if we cannot do it, we are only looking for excuses. So, thank you so much, Ram, for joining us, and I really appreciate you sparing some time and sharing your thoughts with us. So, thank you so much for joining again,
Thank
and
you
for
so
all you
much.
guys,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
thank you. And for all you guys watching us, let's start taking a few steps on fitness. And I'm looking forward for some action from you guys. If you think this video has motivated you, you can put in some comments. And if you want to know more about online workouts, you can just put in a comment and we will get back to you. Thank you so much for joining. This is Dr. Sudarshan Singh signing off. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.